welcome, welcome. And we are also recording. Welcome everyone to this beautiful #1 of 6 series, the Neurological Levels and Your Winning Edge, how to restructure and reinvent your business now. Super excited that we're here with you again. Thank you for tuning in again. Thank you for learning with us again. If you do not have something to write with and something to write on, now is the best time to get that right now, because we're going to give you a lot of information in a short time. I'm here again with my fellow Grandmaster and wonderful friend, John Kurth. John, thank you for being on yet again.
Thanks again, Brigida.
John and I are Grandmasters of NLP and have been working together. We have been giving you guys, I want to say in the last 2.5 to 3 weeks, a good 9 or 10 courses. Most of them are on our NLP event page. There are the recordings. You can also find more information on our YouTube channel, NLP Atlanta. And we are going to go straight into it, giving you a lot of content, very rich, a lot of meat on the bone information as we go through the next 15 minutes or so with you on our #1 of 6 series. John?
All right. Well, good. A little bit, and Brigida edified us. Brigida, can you show the slides?
I can, and I'm also, let me mute everyone real quick. And then unmute John.
Brigida's on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast. We worked for several years together. And now we're going to go deep into the content that we want you to apply. So fasten your seatbelts and get ready.
All right, let's get this slideshow started. So as I mentioned, today we are talking about the neurological levels and your winning edge for the next 6 series. So we're going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, 9 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 12 o'clock Eastern. And we're going to go into an overview. So during this pandemic, during this time of crisis, your business model, our business model has become outdated and probably broken. I think that we all can agree that it's not ever going to be the same again. We are creating a new normal, if there ever was a normal in the first place. My husband, the culture guy, likes to say normal is a dial on your washing machine. There is no real normal. We all have our different standards of normal. So restructure and reinventing, that sounds great. Restructuring, reinventing your business, that sounds great. And it is required. But how? We're going to give you the how in the next 6 series. So you want to tune in. This is not I'm going to go and drop into one of these series and then miss the rest, because you will miss out a whole lot, because we're taking you step by step through it. And if it's one thing that you have learned in taking our other courses, John and I, we are very strategic in our approach, and we make it very fun and interactive at the same way as we're caring a lot about your learning. So we're going to give you a lot of the house. Now, the neurological levels were developed by 2 students who work directly with Richard Bandler and John Grinder, who are the founders of NLP, and that's Robert Dilts, D-I-L-T-S, and Gregory Bateson. So Robert Dilts has given us the structure of the neurological levels, and they're also often called the neurological levels to change. And we're going to give you the whole outline in the next 6 series that we're giving, next 6 courses that we're doing within the series. So the model considers a different thinking and a different perception. That's what NLP is all about. It's looking and giving you the flexibility to look at things differently. The mindset that has brought you here is not going to take you there. I'm going to say that again. The mindset that has brought you here is not going to take you there. So an ongoing shift and an ongoing flexibility that you are creating in yourself is going to not allow you to come up with resistance, but to embrace the change and to actually like change, because here's the thing, change is good. So right now in the chat box, you have a black little area at the bottom of your screen. If you hover over it with your cursor, you can see the chat box. Click on the chat box and write in the chat box, change is good. Because the more you can embrace the change, the easier it is going to be for you to go through those steps. Each level of this model can be applied to either any organization or to you individually. So what we're giving you, you can apply it in your business, you can apply it in your personal life, you can apply it into areas that you are struggling with as you are going through the change, and it's going to give you a very step-by-step and simple outline. So the model, I'm pretty sure you all have seen it, going from the very broad foundation of the environment through the behaviors, capabilities, values, and beliefs, identity, this should say identity, not identify, sorry about that, and the purpose. John.
Yes, so let's go into alignment, organizational alignment, and congruence. Alignment is necessary but not sufficient to compete long term. Let me repeat that. Organizational alignment is necessary but not sufficient to compete long term. There's a key difference between alignment and congruence. Congruence is distinctly different. Think about congruence. Things are more, think of about a symphony orchestra. You're thinking about harmony, music. There is a vibrational match between all the pieces in the orchestra. That is congruence. They are going together versus incongruence, or think of the difference between a chord and discord. A chord, musically in harmony like a symphony, all the different pieces not only working together, but playing together in harmony. Discord, disharmony. So even though things can be in alignment, they can be working at cross purposes with each other. So that's why congruence is so important, because now you get a vibrational match. You get greater harmony. And that's why the neurological levels are so powerful, because it acts like a powerful diagnostic tool. You can see where the challenges are and what levels you need to affect change. So not only is it a diagnostic tool, where are the problems, then at what level are they, and then how can you affect the change? So there's really 6 reasons and ways you can use the neurological level. Number 1, you're analyzing the type of management action required to make desired change to an organization's performance, structure, or culture. Performance, structure, and culture. This is why this model is so powerful. You can apply it to all 3 levels. For managers or coaches, you can use it to find areas of interventions or areas required for individual growth. Brigitte said, your mindset that got you here will not get you there. Neurological levels is perfect to identify those areas that you can grow into. Salespeople, you can get a deeper understanding of what is the motivation behind the organization's desire to purchase. For coaches, you can help somebody be more effective as a leader or as a manager. Individuals, to gain greater clarity and purpose. Clarity and purpose. Because the thing is, right now, everything is being reset. We'll go deeper into the importance of values and beliefs. Usually, crisis enables a value reset. Everything can get repositioned or reprioritized. So this is why the neurological level is so important, is because it can give an individual clarity on what they want, what they really want. And of course, you can also use the neurological levels to give feedback more effectively. This is one of the most powerful models in NLP, because it can be used both at the individual level and the organizational level, not only to improve performance, change business structure, but also business culture. Because there's a saying, culture eats strategy for breakfast. The neurological levels tool can be used for all of those. Brigitte.
Yeah, let's dive a little bit deeper into that brief explanation of this model. So let's start out with the top. That's the purpose or the mission, which goes way beyond the self-consciousness of oneself to relate to a bigger picture. Does it create a bigger effect? What about your mission? What is it for? For whom is it? So you want to go through these 6 levels to start understand of what kind of ripple effect does it create. Then going into the identity factors and determines yourself. And it's answering the question, for whom? The beliefs and the values provide the reinforcement, the motivation, the permission to support or deny your capabilities. And it's answering the question why. So now we're going into the capabilities, and they're all about your skills. They're all about the information and knowledge that you have, the how-to that guides and gives directions to the behavior. And the behavior is made up of specific actions or reactions within the environment. The environment refers to the factors that are the external opportunities or even the constraints. So answering the questions where, when, and with whom. So this is a high-level overview of this model, and we're going to go much deeper into that in the upcoming mini-series that we have.
One thing I would like for you to put into the chat box, not only change is good, but I embrace change. So in the chat box, type in, I embrace change. Because remember, in neuro-linguistic program, we were talking moving away from and moving towards as far as a person's meta program for orientation. Well, typically change, people move away from. They're trying to avoid it. They're dragged kicking and screaming to making the change. But when you embrace change, it's your ability to embrace it. Now you're moving towards it because of the advantages it's going to give you for your personal life and in your business. Some other things I would like to mention about the neurological levels is there's a wonderful saying, it's from an anonymous person who said, there's nothing so useful as a good theory. There's nothing as useful as a good theory. Well, I'll refine it. The most practical and applicable thing of all is an excellent NLP model. The most practical and applicable thing of all is a powerful NLP model. The neurological levels is one of those because you can apply it in many different ways. You can apply it in different levels. See, NLP is all about application. This is one of the most applicable levels. And we'll go deeper into the soul, heart, head, and hands of your business in the coming sessions. You got to have the soul of the business. You got to have a heart. You got to have the head and the hands to get things done. You miss any one of those, you're not in alignment and not in congruence. So we're just scratching the surface here, but this model we're going to be coming back to again and again over the next couple days, and you're going to be applying it again and again in your business and your life because it is so practical. Brigitte, what are some of the things we're going to be talking about next and other points you'd like to add?
Yes, one point that I really like to make, I use this model as I was invited to speak in front of a large group the other day via Zoom. And I use this model to talk about parenting and about talking about how parents are literally juggling chainsaws right now in this time of change. And I use this model just to make that point there. So it is a very, once you understand, relate to it, apply it, you can see where else in your life you can use this model to strategically go through some of the things that you might be struggling with. So I love the model, and I continuously use it and apply it in different areas with my clients as well. So this week, as you said, John, we're going to go tomorrow at 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 o'clock Eastern. We're going to go through the soul of your business. And what does that really mean? We're going to start at the very top of this model and go through the mission and the purpose, and then also the identity of it. So we're going to break it down for you in the next 5 days that we're continuously working with you in this course, and breaking this model down and giving you more hands-on, more understanding, more information, more knowledge, so you can apply it easier. At the very beginning, when we didn't record yet today, one of our beautiful participants that is here on the call said, you know, it's great when we're in it and we're learning this, and it's another thing, you know, if we just put it on the shelf and then never look at it again, then it just becomes shelf help and not even self-help. So it's the implementation, it's the how are you applying it, how are you practicing it, how are you, you know, one of the NLP strategies that we teach in our practitioner course and in our ongoing courses is learn, do, teach, learn, do, teach, learn, do, teach. So it becomes part of you, part of how you're speaking, how you're modeling, how you're leading. How are you learning it? How are you doing it? How are you applying it? And how are you passing on your information to others? That's how it's going to really become your own information. We're really excited to be here with you for the upcoming next days with you again. So tomorrow, 12 o'clock. John, back to you.
Yes. So yeah, tomorrow, 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 o'clock Eastern. So yes, we're getting into what's the soul of your business. Learn, do, teach. It's all in the application. You learn it, then you do it. As you're doing it, you're going to become even better in applying it, but also you're going to be teaching it to other people in your organizations. Leadership is at a premium now. It has always been at a premium, but now it's even more important. You learn it, you're learning it here, you're going to be doing it, you're going to be applying it, and ultimately you're going to be teaching it. Brigida, back to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So we're excited for you. If you have any questions around anything, you're welcome to email us. Email me. I am going to put my email in here. It's very simple, info@nlpatlanta.com. Share with us anything that you are uncertain about, that you're unclear about. Follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Pinterest, on Twitter, on, I don't know, LinkedIn. You name the social media, follow us on it. We're excited. We're going to see you guys again tomorrow, 9 o'clock Pacific time, 12 o'clock Eastern. And then we're going to do that again this week on Thursday. And then we're going to do the next 3 in this whole 6 series next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays as well. And of course, we'd love for you to share it with others. Share the link. We have the Facebook event link. You have the Zoom invite link. Share it with others. This is a free course, and it is for us to get through this time. And that is, we can only get through this time together by caring for each other, by sharing the love, by sharing the knowledge, by sharing the information, and really make a difference in people's lives. And that's why these courses are for free for you and for you to share. So thank you guys for being on today. I will see you again tomorrow. Spread the love. Thank you, John, for being here as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.